problems absorbing fatty nutrients. I don't know of a specific mechanism for that, and I'm always suspicious when I read things that don't explain exactly how the chemistry of absorption blocking works. So I'm going to defer on that to anybody who has can tell me how the mechanism works. Other than that, it's just kind of internet gobbledygook as far as I'm concerned. However, I'm open-minded to that. If anybody out there knows of a mechanism of how ginger can affect or cause malabsorption of fat-soluble nutrients, I'm open-minded. Did you have a third question, Cord?
Yeah, it was about like nettle root. You know anything about nettle root or nettle leaf?
Nettle? Did you say nettle? Nettle?
Yeah, like a little fine.
Yeah. Nettle is amazing stuff. I wouldn't tell you it's going to grow hair on your head, but it is involved with the male hormone system. It's been used to help with acne and other male hormone kinds of health issues. You may want to try it some nettle for male pattern baldness. Male pattern baldness typically is an issue of super testosterone, which is known as DHT. You can see commercials for DHT inhibiting shampoos these days. The best DHT inhibitor I know of is zinc, and anybody who's dealing with any male hormonal issues, really any hormonal issues, should be on 50 milligrams of zinc, and working with sugar too, because zinc is used up in sugar processing. So the more sweets and the more processed sugars and the more refined carbohydrates you eat, the more likely a zinc deficiency is going to be, especially if you're not supplementing with 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate. And like calcium and like magnesium and like other minerals, zinc absorption is dependent on the digestive system, on digestive health, especially if you have fructose malabsorption syndrome. People dealing with FMS, problems with fructose, are known to have zinc depletion, issues with zinc absorption, and may be depleted in their zinc stores, and that is absolutely not a good thing. Zinc is certainly one of the most important of those micro minerals that we need, along with selenium and iron and such, molybdenum and minerals that you need in smaller quantities. So if you're eating a lot of sugar, you're eating a lot of refined flours, please make sure you're taking 50 milligrams of zinc. If you got diabetes also, because of zinc's role in sugar metabolism, make sure you're on 50 milligrams of zinc, and always balance your zinc out with copper. Wish we had more time, Cord. Got to move on. Thanks so much for your call. Julie, what's up? Thanks for calling the Brightside. How you doing?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. What's going on?
My husband's 34 years old. He was diagnosed about a year ago with severe aplastic anemia.
Okay.
We tried immunosuppressant therapy last May, and our doctor is trying to get us to go through a bone marrow transplant.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
And so we started looking at alternatives.
There's only one alternative, and I don't mean to cut you off, but it's just I don't need to hear the details. Aplastic anemia is a disease where your bone marrow and stem cells in the bone marrow become damaged. There's only one reason why cells become damaged. Only one. You tell this to your doctor. There's only one reason why cells become damaged. That's because of microinflammation that surrounds those cells, and microinflammation is due to starvation, suffocation, and toxification. I don't know how far along you are, so I'm not going to tell you what to do in terms of your health, or your husband, that is, but I can tell you that if you have any kind of anemia, that means you're not making red blood cells. That means you're not making, in the case of aplastic anemia, you're not making white blood cells. You're not making platelets either. But if you're not making cells, if cells are damaged, they're being starved, they're being suffocated, and they're being toxified. That means stuff is not moving out and stuff is not moving in. How does inflammation get into the body? How do cells become inflamed at the micro level? Stuff is getting into the system, into the body system that shouldn't be there, and that usually means some kind of food. Ma'am, do we still have Julie? Julie, are you there? Okay, how old's your husband?
He's 34.
How long have you been married?
We've been married, it'll be 3 years.
How long have you known him?
Almost 9.
Okay. Do you hang around him a lot?
Well, yeah.
Do you pay attention to what's happening? Like how he's feeling and what's going on as you're looking at him and talking to him and having dinner, etc.?
Yeah.
Good. How's his digestion?
Well, it's always been good.
Yeah, what? Come on.
Well, let me just tell you real quick. We started juicing 2 weeks ago, and he's been on longevity for 6 days.
Okay, we only have a minute, though, Julie. You're not answering my question.
Oh.
How's his bowel movements? How's his gas? How's his flatulence? How's his heart rate? Anything? Okay, you hear me? You hear where I'm going with this? Julie, nobody has aplastic anemia without having a digestive problem first.
Okay.
okay? So, you've been with him 9 years. You've been married 3 years. You presumably spent a lot of time with him. You sound like a sweet lady. You probably have a great relationship. Does he fart a lot?
Not that I'm aware of. Not in front of me, at least.
Okay. Does he have heartburn? Does he have any digestive? Yes. Okay. This is what I'm saying, sweetheart. I'm not picking on you. It's just so unfair for doctors who are sworn to help us, who we trust, to not focus first on where the problem begins. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wants to do a transplant. Do you know how hideous that is?
Yeah.
It's hideous. And he didn't tell you about his bowel movements, about working on food allergies.
No.
And he wants to do a bone marrow. How do these people live with themselves?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This makes me so angry. And I try to contain my emotions here, but this is just so not fair. Julie, focus on his digestive system. Eliminate digestive triggers. Get him on probiotics. There's so much more. But you see how I'm working here?
Yeah.
All right? We don't want him to have a bone marrow transplant. We don't even want him to go to the doctor anymore.
Correct.
Julie, send me an email, ben@ksco.com. I'll work with you personally. Put your phone number in there as well.
Okay.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm so sorry, folks, we didn't get to all our calls. I try to get to everybody, but there's just so much stuff to talk about. If we missed you, please feel free to call back tomorrow on the Brightside. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you want to learn more about the longevity products, or if you want to join me in my mission to educate the world about the importance of nutritional supplementation, head over to brightsideben.com, click on the Join the Team link, and check out the longevity products on the shopping cart as well. Stay tuned for Alex Jones next on most of these stations. We will talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
The TalkStream Live app for iPhone, iPad, and Android is the fastest and easiest way to access live talk radio anytime, anywhere. Download the free TalkStream Live app right now and see for yourself. You'll enjoy instant access to the best in live talk radio. Find your favorite shows and discover some new ones. The TalkStream Live app is available in the App Store, the Google Play Store, or visit TalkStreamLive.com. That's TalkStreamLive.com.
So my elementary school-aged child is begging me for a cell phone.
Please, Mom, please. All the kids have them.
But I've seen the research, and it makes sense to me that any mobile device that operates using electromagnetic frequencies that close to me or my child's head needs to be blocked.
Harmful wireless radiation is real. Protect yourself and your loved ones with Block It Pocket. Call 888-315-9618. Free shipping to the lower 48. BlockItPocket.com. Enhancing health and privacy.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.